1 2 1 2. Yep, right, cool. Liverpool go to the Emirates and issue a big dirty dose of karma to those bitter twats. 2-0 at your own gaff. Know your place. Sit down. Shut up. Enjoy watching us in the final against Chelsea. Is there anything else I can cram into this opening monologue? Yeah, fuck you. 2-0. We'll take it. We love it. We're off to Wembley. How does that feel? Who are they going to blame? I don't care. Diogo Jota is the best Portuguese player currently playing straight in world football. Whoop whoop! Shout out to our sponsors on this one. We are being brought to you thanks to our friends at Spitch. Spitch is a brand new fantasy football manager game that allows you to prove your football knowledge against other managers and win your share of a massive prize pool of up to 70 grand each week. Spitch offers games from multiple football leagues, including the Bundesliga, the Premier League, and of course the Champions. Arsenal fans watching, that's a competition where when you finish in the top 4 of the English League, you get to go and play in it. It's not the Europa. I know you get it confused with it, but don't worry about it. I'll help you through it. You can also put a brand new lineup out each and every week. You don't have to, it's not like FPL where you have to play it every week. If you're a busy person, busy man, busy woman, you can pop it down, come back to it, and be in with a chance to win your share of that 70 grand every week. There are paid pitches, and you can also play entirely for free. Once a match kicks off, you'll receive points based on things such as match stats, goals, assists, tackles, all that kind of stuff. There's tons of stats available as well. Once it starts, you can go in, click on individual players, have a look at their profiles. There's previews up there, lots of other stuff as well. You do have to be 18 years or over to play and a resident of the UK, and the link is in the description. Right, how are we? Easy win, people are saying. Easy. When's it going to end? What? The bitch slapping of Arsenal? Never, because it's what we do. I mean, I love it. I love this more than a lot of other results. So firstly, damn proud of the lads. Well done. Great performance. We'll unpack all of that. But I can't let this go without talking about the apps. I thought Everton fans were the worst for the bitterness, but a large section of the Arsenal fans have just been arseholes over the past 2 weeks. And there's been no need for it. Like, there really hasn't. And I've tried to let it go to some extent, but I can't, because they even brought it up again today, speaking about Kenny Dalglish's daughter and all this crap. At the end of the day, you're shit. And we can't help you with that. What we can help you with is making sure that you don't need to book any hotels right now in Wembley. We've got it covered. Don't worry. Anfield South will be in full voice. And we will try and wrestle that League Cup away from Chelsea's hands this season. Because we want to come back to Anfield, don't we? Look, Diogo Jota, I don't know where to start with this man. What a performance it was. Second goal initially was flagged for offside. Thankfully VAR was in play and it was onside. And Martin Atkinson, did you see his poor little heart breaking when he got the news that it was onside? He so wanted to give that as off. Yeah, Jota is absolutely quality. But look, I want to just talk about my man of the match today, and I'd love your take on it as well. For me, I thought Curtis Jones was exceptional today on the left-hand side. Full of tricks, full of driving runs. Fabinho was good in midfield, although I felt his passing at times let him down a little bit, but still a great shift. Cade Gordon did himself no harm at all. Yes, he will feel like he probably should have had a goal. But ultimately, look, I think it was a great stepping stone for the young man, and looking forward to see more of him in the near future. And look, we know we've got a cup final to look forward to against Chelsea in February. We'll have Mo, we'll have Salah back for that one. And may the best team win between ourselves and Thomas Tuchel's men. Let me know what your take is, folks. Let me know who your man of the match was as well. I'll go through a quick player ratings in a second. Paddy Murphy will be joining me for a second match reaction video coming up straight after this one at about 10:05. So look, this is going to be me and you guys interacting, having some fun. Get your comments in, super chats, all that stuff. And if you want to join the Anfield Agenda FC, you can do so by clicking the blue join button or having a look at the link in the description. You do get access to a Discord group if you are a member, same as a sub on Twitch. And yeah, right. What's that? Stick that in your Swiss roll, Arsenal. Forever in our shadow. We love that, Owen. Well played. Right, Ella, lovely to see you in as well. What date's the final? Was it the 27th? 27th of February, I think. Somebody said it earlier on. I don't.
Final, is it?
Yeah, we'll get you that date in 1 second, Ella. So look, really quickly, I'm going to fly through some player ratings here. Queeveen Kelleher is getting an A. I'm giving him an A because he's Irish, and he made a very good stop at the start of the game. Got a touch on that Free kick from Lacazette that tipped it onto the bar. And look, anything that was asked of Queeveen today, he did, quite frankly. Moving into Trent. Trent gets a good 8.5 for me today. Maybe I mean Scabby there, because I thought Trent 2 assists today, if my memory is correct, and it looked like he was running the show. He really did. He's just a class act. Robbo on the left hand side, going to give Robbo an 8 as well. Thought he played really well. Bursting lung bursting runs down that left side. Always looking to pick out a man. Very promising performance. Matip 5. I thought he looked really shaky, and I wasn't surprised to see him taken off at half time. I can only assume that maybe he was carrying a niggle or was a little bit under the weather, because that's not Joel Matip. Joel Matip is way better than we've seen today, and will be way better. Van Dijk, again, 7.5. Didn't have too much to do, but what he did, he done very well. Moving into midfield, Fabinho gets an 8. His passing is the only thing for me that let him down today. There was 3 or 4 passes into wide areas that got intercepted. I don't know where I am on Hendo today, actually. I've got to be honest about it. I don't know how to grade Hendo today, because I didn't see a lot of his stuff, and I don't know if it's because I missed it or if he had a bit of a quiet game. So I'm going to go safe and give him a 7, because honestly I could be wrong on it, and if I am, hands up. Moving into Curtis Jones, he gets a 9 for me. I thought Curtis Jones was the best player on the pitch today. He'd been asked by Jurgen Klopp to step it up a little bit. He did step it up a little bit, and he looked a class act out there. Diogo Jota, 2 goals. Probably wondering why I'm not giving him man of the match. I can't even give you a reason. I can't. I just thought Curtis Jones was exceptional. But Diogo Jota, ultimately a difference maker again. What a signing. What a piece of business by the recruitment team. And Diogo Jota is legit. He is just legit. He is so damn good. So Diogo Jota, he gets a 9 as well. He's probably right up there for man of the match. Bobby Firmino did some good stuff today. But probably wouldn't have been as involved in his attacking perspective as Bobby would have liked. But look, you get endeavour from Bobby. You get him dropping deep and linking up play. So I'm going to give Bobby a 7.5 as well. Cade Gordon, he gets an 8, because I thought he was exceptional. Didn't look overawed at all today. Didn't look like he was out of place. For such a young fella, what a composed head and no shoulders he has. Yes, he should have done better with the opportunity he had, but ultimately he made the right run to the right area, and they're promising signs. So I'm sure we'll see lots of positives from Cade Gordon moving forward. I think that's everybody, by the subs. And Kloppo gets a 10, just because he gets to stick it to Arteta. So, nah. Right, let's get to some super chats that I missed. Sergio said, we're going to Wembley. We're going to Wembley. Diogo Jota as well. We love that, mate. 27th of February for the final. Again, thank you, Connor, for that. Good game. Congrats to you, fans. And happy birthday to your boy, Lucas. Thank you, Jens. Gentlemen, appreciate it. And yes, happy birthday to my son Lucas, who was 10 today. I don't know how Lucas can be 10 when I'm only 24. So no, I don't know how these things work out. Right, I'm scrolling back through. Ureem, thank you for the birthday cake sticker for Lucas. Appreciate that. Right, let's get back to your comments. Love him, but every time I see Kelleher, all I can think of is the movie Team America World Police. Oh, I get that. I do get that. I get where you're coming from. I see a Connor Crosby every time I see him. Kanade was really good when he came on. He did lunge in a bit for his yellow and was turned, and it was a yellow. But other than that, yeah, he looked great, didn't he, Kanade, when he came on? He's such... I know I keep saying it, but what a big beast of a man he is. Absolutely superstar. I can't wait to see him evolve at Liverpool. I'm very excited tonight, in case you can't tell, by the way. Mostly because I've been keeping a hush-hush all week, because I didn't want to jinx at him. I didn't want to do my usual and go over the top and then have people come back and say, oh, well, you jinx us. I am fucking delighted we beat them. I am absolutely delighted that we beat Arsenal because of their fans' behaviour over the last few weeks. Craig, I thought Fabinho provided a clinic in how to play defensive midfield. Man of the match for me, said Pranav. Mate, I agree with you. His defensive work was brilliant. It was just the passing that made me knock it down a bit. But you're right, you put on a clinic, as he does most of the time. Arsenal as well have to get the red though. And look, I'm annoyed by the red. I am. I'm annoyed by it because I'm fed up of our players picking up injuries because we're getting the better of a team and their players get a bit shitty and start putting in snidey tackles. Thomas Partey came on as a sub and was sent off within, 15 minutes or so? And that tackle on Fabinho could have injured him. It could have. And I'm glad Fabinho got up because the last thing we need is another injury. So, yeah, I don't like that. I just don't. And I think he thoroughly deserved to walk. Right, what else have we got? Can't wait for the next generation to come forward to LFC Gaming. Yes, mate, it's going to be tons of fun. It was a dirty tackle, wasn't it, mate? It was. It was men against boys tonight, said Dean Hayes. Dean, you're spot on. It was, you're right. Well said. I thought we looked accomplished from the start today. I thought we looked... Arsenal had a good opening 10-15, which you would expect them being the home team in front of their own fans. You'd expect them to come and have a go. You know, Arsenal did well to dig in at Anfield with 10 men and come out of there with a draw. I think they deserved the draw as well. Today, though, from the off, we settled into it. Yes, Arsenal started quickly, but ultimately our class showed and we're better all over the pitch than Arsenal. And nobody can complain about either manager, you know, putting out a weakened team or not putting out a weakened team. They both went as strong as they could today. Look at our bench, it wasn't exactly filled with game changers. There was Minamino, Milner came on. Obviously Canade, he is a bit of a game changer in fairness, but yeah, I'm just happy, absolutely happy right now. I'm even more happy knowing that those twats over in that other channel will be sitting there now looking for their scapegoats, doing their usual bitching and moaning. Look at me, fucking ear to ear, baby. Mwah! Smiles all around here. Who's Connor? Who's Connor?
Who's Connor?
Who's Connor? Connor's the reason this channel exists. Without Connor, it would just be me going, am I live? Am I live? Why is it upside down? Craig, you did a FIFA career mode? Yes, Shanzo. We tested it out today. We'll be doing it at the weekend, starting from Saturday. Don't know what's going to bring, to be honest with you, but it won't be as good as the performances tonight, but we'll have a bit of fun anyway.
I know what it'll bring. Bellingham to Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, that's what it will be bringing. I mean, the first transfer that's going to happen there is going to be choo-choo Bellingham coming in. Again, a bit of a transfer gossip really quickly before we push on. We broke this to our Discord group last night. From what we have been told by pretty reliable people, in fairness, and it was more than one. I'd never bring it to the group if it's just one. We have been told that Liverpool are in discussions with Fulham for young Fabio Carvalho, somebody we've been looking at for a while, and somebody whose contract runs out at the end of the season. So I want to be honest and say I don't know if Fulham will be due compensation if he signed a pre-contract. He can't sign a pre-contract with an English club if he did sign on at the end of the season. But from what we've been told, Liverpool are trying to get a £5 million deal over the line in this window. So keep an eye on that situation. And also we have the Rami Abbas stuff as well, talking about, tweeting just random pictures again on social media. So I really like this young lad Carvalho, and I meant to bring him up this week actually because I was on holidays and I thought to myself, we haven't spoken about the links to him in a while. Didn't have any information about it, just trying to rehash some links in my head. So yeah, keep an eye on that one. Not saying it's definitely going to happen, but definitely keep an eye on the situation. And I think 5 million is probably the type of business we would do in this window. Are they due compensation? I think that's what they're probably talking about now, mate. So if you can agree a fee with them, obviously there would be no compensation to be had. But I don't know if they would be due, if he went at the end of the season, if they would be due some training expenses. I mean, we do love a tribunal, don't we? So we have Danny Ings, most expensive tribunal. Then we've Harvey Elliott. Have we actually agreed a fee for Harvey Elliott?
I couldn't tell you.
I don't even know if that was fully agreed. And the final's on the 27th of February, by the way, for those who are asking. JOTA is simply the sexiest man alive, said Colin. I'm not going to argue with you. Tonight he was... I'm looking at his first goal now. Nutmegs Tomiyasu. Can we just, applaud that for a second? Then Tomiyasu sent to the shop for a pint of milk. Cuts inside then. Goes past Ben White and just rolls the ball past Ramsdale. The beauty and the genius of that goal from Diogo Jota was that he didn't give Aaron Ramsdale a chance to set himself. And you can see with it, it wasn't the greatest strike. It wasn't the most clean strike Diogo Jota will ever hit. But it was brilliant and it was clever. And I love that about the lad.
4.3 million for Harvey.
Was that agreed, yeah?
Yeah.
That's gone 4.3 million we paid for Elliott in the end. That is ridiculous. As in, cheap. I mean, it'll just turn out to be an absolute bargain. FIFA UEFA said, good luck in the final. You deserve that tonight. We were not in it. Gentlemen, mate. And look, to any Arsenal fans coming in to say, well done. Legends. Sincerely, thank you to all of you who come in. Because I'd have done the same. If we'd have lost to Arsenal tonight, I'd have said, well done. Like I promised all week. And so, yeah, thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Legend. When is Harvey Elliott coming back? I think we'll probably see him just after the international break. Yeah, wait and see anyway. What's the update on Oxlade-Chamberlain's injury? I don't know the ins and outs of it, mate. We know obviously he had the ankle situation, but hopefully Alex is back playing soon. The team was so solid and good today, said how do I pronounce it? Son? Excuse me if I mispronounced that. We were brilliant today. I mean, I said before the game, when the team news came out, I had no complaints. And I said, look, remind me that I said we've no complaints if we didn't play well. Because I didn't. That's the team outside of the Kelleher scenario that I predicted in the preview show. And I was happy to have Creevy and Kelleher in goal. I mean, look, he doesn't put a foot wrong, does he, the young man? Yeah, there is another international break, Grizzly Badger. I hate them. Look, by the way, don't forget, do hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. There's 1,100 people in the live chat. Really appreciate you being here. Nice eyebrows. It's one eyebrow, you absolute son of a bitch. And you would dream to have this fucking caterpillar on here. Look at it. Look at that sexy motherfucker. So yes, mate, you can suck my nuts. That's what you can do with your nice eyebrows thing. You just couldn't come in and say, well done, princess, could you? Do you know what I mean? It's alright though, mate. We're here. We'll be in Wembley. You won't. You'll be still talking about my eyebrows. And they are magnificent. You are right. But it's one eyebrow. Unibrow.
What if he does like your eyebrow?
Then he's got more problems than we'll time him out. Just give him a little slap on the arse. Celebrating W with a victory, smoking in the US. Mate, I'll be joining you later on, Stephen, my man. I'll be joining you later on. Yeah, look, having the boys back for the final will be a big help. So Salah will be back, Mane will be back, Harvey Elliott should be back by then, Thiago should be back by then. And it's a good final, isn't it? I mean, it is a good final to look forward to. Ourselves and Chelsea, it's a rivalry. That's what I would call a proper rivalry, by the way. I mean, right back to the Mourinho, Benitez days. None of this Manchester City nonsense. Firmino was everywhere today. Bobby does that though, doesn't he, Jason? He always puts in a bit of... And Naby back as well, Adam. Yes, good shout, my man. Naby back. I will be joined by Paddy Murphy in about 5 minutes, by the way. So I'm going to finish up this one in a couple of minutes, and then I'll be joined by Paddy for a second match reaction. I cannot wait to see what my brother in arms has to say about that win tonight. You wanted K. Gordon to start. He did, and I think he put in a great shift. We need Thiago for the final, definitely. I mean, look, if we have Thiago and Naby Keita fit for the final, with Harvey Elliott back, with Fabinho in the 6, I'm going to be licking my lips. It's going to be a great final. It really is. It's a final that is a 50-50, if I'm being honest. I think it's a 50-50. But just the fact that we have a trip to Wembley to look forward to, and I'm going to look into trying to get a ticket. I am. I probably won't be able to, but I'll look into it. How's the new McGann? It's good, Jack, yeah. It's holding up. Doing really well. Taxed it for an entire year, which I never do, mate, because I'm a cheapskate. Will Carvalho join this January? So Mervyn, look, I can't say for certain what will or won't happen, but what I can say is the conversations seem to be about a January deal. So hopefully the clubs can agree a fee. Fulham are flying at the minute, absolutely scoring goals for fun. Pranav said, I've been feeling very low of late. My mental health is a mess, but Liverpool winning just lifts my mood so much. Pranav, my man, I don't think you're going to be on your own, buddy. I think a lot of people around the world, myself included, have been... It's been a mad time, mate, hasn't it? But I'm glad to hear that that's after giving you a bit of a lift, buddy, and lots of love from all. Actually, do you know what? Fuck it. Can we spam some love hearts into the chat from my man Pranav, a regular viewer of the channel, and I don't like to hear of anybody being a little bit down, mate. So lots of love to you, and let's get those love hearts going in the chat for Pranav, just to let him know he ain't on his own. Do I think Carvalho will be a starter if he joined? I don't know. It's the God's honest truth. What I would say is, getting him in January could be a stroke of genius for a couple of reasons, because we know that it takes a while for players to get up to speed with what Kloppo wants from them. So if Carvalho does come in, he'll be ready to go in the season, even if he only gets a few minutes between now and the end of the season, if he came in, of course. I love that in the chat as well, the Love Hearts legends. So yeah, I mean, it would be, I would say more having him ready for next season would be a bonus. Thank you very much, Max Gardner, as well. You're very kind, mate. What do I think of people calling Bobby overrated? It's something, Colin, that a lot of opposition fans have labelled a Bobby Firmino for a long time, and I don't think that they can appreciate him as we do because they don't see him week in and week out. Bobby Firmino is anything but overrated. He is such a clever footballer. But I tell you what, that man Diogo Jota has announced himself at this club since he's come in. What a piece of business that was. Will Gordon started the weekend? I don't know, away at Palace? The never easy games at Selhurst Park. They are a very vociferous, loud bunch of fans at Selhurst Park. And Vieira's got them playing some decent stuff. So, I don't know. But what I would say is, I don't think any of us will bat an eyelid if he does get picked to start, because he didn't look out of place at all. Do I know when Thiago's back? Yes, after the international break, according to, I think it was Pep Linders was speaking about it recently, Jake, just after the international break. So yeah, not too long to go. Do I know when Thiago is back? Just done that one, Jake. Would you take Lacazette on a free next summer? No. Not because of the age profile. Not because I don't think Lacazette's a decent footballer. Jota is a goal machine, red side, 100%. Bruno or Ronaldo? See, on this, I'm clearly not a fucking United fan, but for me, I think when Ronaldo's in that United team, you don't see the best of Bruno Fernandes, so I would say Bruno right now. Any news on Salah's contract? No, Jason, other than the cryptic post from Rami Abbas. No news that I'm aware of, but I do think it'll be done. I don't know when, but I just can't envision a situation where it isn't. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to say goodbye to you for just a second. I will be back in 2 minutes with Paddy Murphy. Don't miss it. It's going to be fun. We are going to banter the shit out of Arsenal fans. This has just been a little tickling of the balls before the grand I am Oxlade Chamberlain. I will see you guys in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Shout out to Spitch as well. Link in the description. If you're over 18 years of age and a resident of the UK, you can download Spitch and be in with a chance of winning 70 grand each week from the prize pool. Love you guys. I will see you in a minute. Don't forget to hit that like button as well. 300 likes at the minute. Let's get that up.